everyone.
Howdy.
It is Sid and V.
With judicious mockery.
And we are back with some more Master Detective Archives Rain Code. When we last left off, there was, wait for it, a massacre on the Amaterasu Express.
Which we never could have seen coming.
Who could have foreseen it?
Certainly not
Literally
us.
no one. No one could have possibly known that in Chapter 0, Massacre on the Amaterasu Express, there would be a massacre on the Amaterasu Express.
It was unforeseeable knowledge.
But it turns out that, well, everyone died. Literally everyone, except for good old Coco Melon. And that's pretty weird, actually. Weren't really expecting everyone to die. But as a little bit of a sort of out of fourth wall breaking moment, out of game moment.
Shattered.
It's been a little while since we last played. So we're going to dive in.
I remember nothing.
Sid remembers very little. We're going to dive in, and then we're going to review the evidence. In Danganronpa, they call it truth bullets. I don't remember what they call it in this game.
Bullets.
But we're going to review the evidence and see what... Oh, truth keys. That's what... Solution keys. Solution keys. That's what they call it. We're going to head in, review the solution keys, see what that might trigger for Sid, who will give her theories, and then we'll get things going. Maybe nothing. Maybe no theories.
Maybe nothing. Next time, we're going to try to play these like chapters all in one shot.
Yeah, because it, like I said, been a little bit. So we're gonna try to like group the investigation and the mystery labyrinth together, so that there isn't that big old break between them. Anyway, let's hit it.
Onward and upward.
Onward and upward. Mystery labyrinth. A labyrinth created by materializing the mysteries of the real world. The truth behind a case is hidden deep inside the mystery labyrinth. Solving it will reveal that truth. World Detective Organization. An extra-legal, extra-privileged organization devoting... Never mind.
To eradicating the world's mysteries, I believe.
No, that's not what it said. We'll never know what it said.
Perhaps not.
Elephants. Skulls.
Cool.
Casino. We're in Vegas. Yuma's on a leash.
That's not good.
Why not? Oh, no more leash. It's gone.
Great. We're free.
Free from our leash.
I too would be screaming.
Yeah, that's a reasonable explanation.
Where am I?
Look at her.
Queen.
She's in anime girl form now.
What do you think of my awesome powers? This is what you obtained in exchange for your memories, Master.
You did this, Shinigami?
Sure did.
Is this why I made a pact with you?
Probably.
I make a pact with her any day.
Ooh.
I don't understand any of this. Where are we?
Simply put, it's an alternate universe.
Oh.
It's got that kind of vibe, right?
I thought it was Vegas.
Well, Vegas is kind of an alternate universe.
That's true.
Alternate universe.
Okay, so it is Vegas. We're settled.
back.
Hey, you don't sound surprised. Come on, it's awesome.
Awesome.
Pretty awesome.
You probably think it's cliched, huh? Well, this isn't any old alternate universe. Check this out. Ta-da! This is the Mystery Labyrinth.
Mystery
It's a maze
Labyrinth?
that materializes mysteries from the real world.
Also, so Vegas.
I mean, literally, Vegas is...
What you're describing is Vegas.
Vegas is like a sort of a Bermuda Triangle type location, I think.
Yeah.
There's just endless mysteries there, and that's it.
Materializes mysteries?
Unsolved mysteries become lost to time, right? Well, here, they actually take shape as a mystery labyrinth. Now, this maze is the materialized form of the unsolved murders that took place on the Amaterasu Express.
So, does it always look different then?
This maze is the
I guess we'll
mystery?
have to see and find out.
I have the power to interact with this mystery labyrinth. That's why we were able to come here in the first place. Anyway, Master, we're gonna beat the Amaterasu Express Massacre Mystery Labyrinth.
Hell yeah.
We sure are.
Let's do
What
it.
happens when we beat it?
It gets beaten.
In every case, there's a hidden truth. And we have to find the truth deep inside this mystery labyrinth. So, if we beat this mystery labyrinth, the truth of that case will be revealed. Naturally, so will the true identity of the killer. Now, let's solve this thing.
So as I'm sure you can tell,
We'll
this
discover
is
the killer's identity too?
this is basically like the
Oh, it's on
equivalent.
auto.
Solve it in reality,
Oh yeah.
So we're solving it in this alternate universe.
Sorry about
They're
that.
two sides of the same coin.
As I'm sure you can tell, this is basically the equivalent of like a class trial from Danganronpa.
Right. 100%.
But now we're in an alternate universe.
It looks like it'll be a little more interactive, maybe.
I guess we'll have to find out. Maybe. Interactivity. We like
Whether or not you
interactivity.
sure
discover
do.
the truth depends on the person entering the labyrinth. The more complex the mystery is in the real world, the more complex the maze will be too.
Ooh.
Killers
How
in
complex is
real-world
this mystery,
cases
do we
throw
think?
Whatever obstacles
chapter
they
zero?
can at investigators,
It
right?
is chapter 0.
Probably not that complex.
Those are also materialized into the maze, so this is gonna be a tough battle.
Is there any like psych taxi? Some of the mini games I did not like in the Danganronpa series.
Well, Psych
So
Taxi,
you're saying there are traps in there?
Was that the one I struggled with?
Psych Taxi I think you liked. It was Logic Dive that you did.
It was Logic Dive. I hated Logic Dives.
Meanwhile, I actually prefer Logic Dive to Psych Taxi.
Well, you're wrong.
Yep. Looks like you're finally getting it.
Let's
Now that I've
go.
explained it all, let's head into the dungeon.
Yeah, nothing more to learn. We know everything.
We got
Hold
it.
on.
Don't even need
I
you.
don't understand any of this.
Yuma does not Yuma
Doesn't even need.
Yuma understands
Seriously,
0.
you don't get it?
I wish my hair did that.
It can. With enough hair gel.
Mystery Labyrinth is a maze
Else
based on
can
a real
move like
mystery.
that.
This one is formed from the murder on the Amaterasu Express.
Yep.
Yep. So
You
far, so
got it.
good.
Yep, you're right so far.
Now
So
what?
If there's always a hidden truth inside a mystery labyrinth, if we keep going,
You're getting there. Let's go.
the Amaterasu Express case will be solved?
Right you
Hey,
are.
got it in one.
Yeah, you totally
Well
get
done,
it.
buddy.
What? I don't get anything. This
You-
makes no logical sense.
But you just did it.
This is just the equivalent of a mind palace, but like already like pulling out tools to help you solve it instead of just archiving information.
Well, it's also real.
I mean, so is a mind palace in a way.
In a very different kind of way.
Sheesh. This is why you're a benchwarmer detective. You're in an alternate universe and hung up on details.
That's fair. That's a fair
Of course I
criticism.
am.
Okay, I'll explain more about how it works as we explore the mystery labyrinth.
Yay, exploration.
So
Any
Shinigami,
more questions along the way? Stare at my boobs for 8 seconds.
that's
me.
the most useful advice you've said so far.
What were we
Shinigami is if you were to play a board game with Shinigami, she is not the type that's going to explain all the rules at the beginning. She's definitely the type that's like whatever, you'll just figure it out as we
You'll
go.
see when we start playing.
That'll make all your worries disappear.
It's true, I'm doing it right now. It's
True.
working.
No, it won't. Please explain everything now.
Yuma, just try it. You didn't even try it.
Go ahead. I'm giving you 8 seconds.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you feel better?
See, he seems calmer.
I think so.
Relax, relax. I'll tell you in due time.
I think Yuma needs a Snickers.
Come on, let's go. Time to unriddle this mystery labyrinth.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to mention the important keys.
Oh.
Oopsie.
Keys? You mean for opening doors in the dungeon?
Truth bullets.
Yeah, something like that, but keys in the mystery labyrinth are used to break through mysteries.
There we go.
Solution key.
They're called
Solution keys. There it
and they're
is.
essential to clear the mystery labyrinth.
I spoiled that earlier. I'm sorry. That was, I know, the biggest plot twist of the entire game, that these things were called solution keys.
Ruined.
And I spoiled that. I took that away from you all. I'm sorry.
So, where do I find them?
Good cue.
Solution keys are materialized clues for a case. Normally, you'd get them during the investigation.
But we did not this time.
You kinda had to rush through the investigation this time around, so let's briefly review the case.
That's
Oh,
useful.
cool.
Good,
For
good.
starters,
Let's do that.
Try to recall all that happened on board the Amaterasu Express.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's recall
the
all of it.
Amaterasu Express?
That's
Amaterasu
really helpful
Well,
for giving a
first of all-
recap
Only
here.
method of
You have to remember the
transportation
train.
on Kanai Ward.
Okay.
Only
Only
method of
method of
transportation.
transpo.
It's an automated, unmanned train with 5 cars. its doors won't open while in motion, and windows are fixed in place.
It's outer doors. So like you can't leave,
yes,
like
the outer
closed
doors.
universe.
Correct.
There were no stops before our destination, so the train kept moving until it arrived at the station.
Okay.
A monitor in the backup control room displays the operation log, and there was no record of the train stopping.
Okay.
So theoretically, based on that, we know that the doors never should have opened.
Right. Oh,
Here's your solution key.
that's how we get it?
Yeah. Why are you surprised? You sound concerned.
Okay, a map of the train.
Yeah.
Okay, a route map of the Amaterasu Express. Okay. Operation log. Didn't stop.
Did not stop
So
once, it
this
stopped
is
twice.
a solution key. But why did it come out of your mouth?
Fair question.
That is a valid question. I'll allow you that one.
What do you
Yuma.
mean? So I don't have to use my hands. I worked really hard developing this method.
And that's a valid
Oh,
response.
that's nice.
Yeah.
You put thought into this?
So that's how words and events you think are clues get transformed into solution keys.
Through vomit.
Let's keep reviewing what happened in this case.
All right, I'll do my best.
What else happened?
The incident occurred inside the Amaterasu Express while it was still moving.
Right.
Correct.
Including myself, there were 6 master detectives on board.
Do you remember everyone's names? And
No.
powers and all that?
No, but I remember some of them.
Okay. Who do you got? And I'll fill in the blanks.
Zilch.
Zilch Alexander.
Yup.
What was his power?
Talking to, or not talking to animals, like sensing animals.
He could control
Controlling animals.
Yes.
Um,
So Zilch is the second
Animal
from the
one,
left
right.
with the little
animal hat.
wolfy hat.
Her name next to him, to his right, starts with a C.
Nope. It does have a C.
It has a C.
It has 2 C's actually.
Is there with an F?
Nope.
What does it start with?
It's Poochie.
Poochie, and her power, her forensic. Start with an F?
Forensic Forte is
Forensic
what they were
Forte.
called. Yeah.
Is basically supersonic hearing.
Yes, correct. But only while she's concentrating.
Yes.
Poochie Lavman, I believe her last name is.
To her right, this girly, I remember her forensic forte. For some reason, I'm getting like a Mimi or a Miami, but I don't think that's right.
You're close. It's Melanie.
Melanie.
Melanie
Okay.
Goldmine.
Melamie's forensic forte is she's a medium, but she has to be wearing their clothes.
Yep.
And it has to fit her.
Yep. And it can't be too gross or out of style or anything like that.
Right.
Real restriction.
To her right is, I want to say it's Alex.
Aphex.
Apex?
Aphex.
Aphex. That's not bad. Okay.
Aphex Logan, I believe.
And Aphex could he basically, it's like a radar. He can sense stuff.
He can sense heartbeats specifically.
Yeah. So he was able to say that there's no one on the train.
Yep.
And then I don't remember this last guy's name.
Ace.
Yeah, Ace is how I refer to him.
This is Zange Eraser.
Zange's power was he could take photographs.
He's
Photography.
Really, he's really good at using cameras.
He's a photographer. He's a photographer.
Yes, he could project his memories onto electronic devices as images.
Right. Okay, I remember the Fortes
Yeah,
at least.
well done.
So it's Zilch, it's Poochie, it's Melanie, it's Aphex, and it's Zange.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
you got it.
Aphex and Poochie's abilities confirmed. There were no other passengers on the train.
And who went first?
Aphex went first.
Aphex went first, concentrated, and
then
wasn't
they were
able
like-
to
they were
feel
like, how-
anyone else's.
Right, he couldn't detect any heartbeats, and they were like, okay, but how
How do we know
we
you're
can
telling the
trust
truth?
you?
And then Poochie,
And then Poochie did it too.
concentrated and didn't hear anyone.
Yes, correct.
Testimonies of 2 detectives.
Dos
And who died
detectivos.
first again?
I mean, the first body we came across was Zilch,
It was Zilch in the first car's infirmary.
and he was burned and stabbed.
I
remember
noticed
more than I
smoke
thought.
pouring through the crack
Yeah.
of the door, and looking through the window,
Yeah, we looked through the window and saw him there with the knife in his chest.
I saw a knife stuck in Zilch's chest.
Classic.
Knife and corpse.
The infirmary was on fire, so smoke quickly filled the whole area. I hurried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge because it was locked.
Does that mean this was a locked room mystery?
Perchance.
Not really.
No, never
There's a
mind.
chance the killer had a duplicate key.
Maybe it wasn't.
That's no fun.
Shinigami likes locked room
I
mysteries,
broke the
important
door's
information.
window and unlocked the door from the inside to enter the infirmary. By then, Zilch's corpse had burnt to a crisp.
Yikes.
All right.
All right.
I wanted to alert the others, so I moved to the second car. But I found Mellamy's corpse there. I think she was set on fire with the liquor in the dining car.
Ooh, a flambe! A human flambe.
Mellamy's corpse discovered in car 2 is burnt to a crisp, but the face is still barely recognizable.
All right, so we know that's Melanie.
Yes.
That reminds me, something was off about car 2. Right before the train entered the tunnel, there was a strange shaking.
Isn't that him entering the tunnel? It's like air pressure. Wind stuff.
Yeah, so it was when we were about to leave car 2 to go into car 3.
We felt car 2 shake.
We felt the train shake. And then right after that, we entered the tunnel.
And there was a blackout right after.
Oh, yeah, there was also
Although
a
it only
blackout.
lasted a moment.
Yeah.
So it
What
shaked
was
and
up
the
with
power
that
went out.
blackout? Was there one on the other side of the tunnel too?
No. When we exited the tunnel, there was shaking again, but no blackout. There was something else, too. Something that happened when we were in the fourth car.
I wonder if that's a clue.
Blackout and shaking when the train car entered the tunnel. Another shaking when the train car exited the tunnel.
Yep.
And the next corpse was the little girl in the third car?
That's
Yeah,
correct. Good
it
old
was
Poochie.
Another burnt body. Just like the first two cars.
Poochie's corpse discovered in car 3. It was burnt to a crisp, but the face is just barely recognizable.
All right. I'm starting to formulate theories.
Wasn't
Okay.
there a secret base thing in the third car?
Secret base.
You mean the backup control system? I remember something about that. The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system after 1 second.
You may have amnesia, but you've got a pretty good memory. Anything else you can
The
remember?
irony.
I did notice that the backup control system was actually operating.
Right.
Okay.
And if the backup was on, that means the main system was down, right?
Which I think. Should I start going through theories as we're going through this?
Maybe let's wait until we finish the recap,
Okay, that's fair.
What do you think about that?
just to make sure that we have the full memory of everything.
Yeah.
So the backup control system status was operating. Did the main control system fail?
Well, the train never stopped, so it doesn't change the fact that no one could get in or out, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Next, you found the geezer's corpse in the fourth car, right?
The geezer,
He was also covered in burns.
who you were
Was
convinced
there anything
was
strange about that
The
corpse?
culprit.
you were convinced was the culprit even before anyone had died.
Right.
He didn't have any external wounds, but he was holding the cell phone he uses for his photography ability.
Oh yeah, that useless ability. It's basically no better than a dash cam.
You and Shinigami are on the
Forget
same
about the
wavelength.
geezer for now.
Always.
Don't want that old man smell haunting my memories.
What? What does that even mean? Zange's corpse discovered in car 4. The entire body has been burnt to a crisp.
Okay.
Zange's Forte created this recorded image. It was saved in the cell phone found on his corpse.
Next and last is the fifth car. Come on, try to remember it.
The body we found in the 5th car was completely charred. It was impossible to tell who it was. But the necklace around the corpse's neck confirmed it was Aphex. We also discovered a stab wound to the chest.
The burnt corpse, thought to belong to Aphex, had what appeared to be a stab wound in its chest.
Also, judging by things like the plate on the wall, the 5th car appeared to be far more burnt than the other cars.
Maybe the room ended up like that because the victim was on fire and running around trying to put it out.
The plate identifying car 5 was burned and distorted in an unusual manner.
Oh, and the blood on the interior lock of the 5th car's infirmary is an important clue, I think.
The infirmary in car 5 was locked from the inside. There was a small amount of blood spattered on the interior lock. And
Uh-huh. So I guess that does it for our review of the case?
since they didn't really say it here, specifically, he noticed the blood was when he, when he slid the lock, there was like blood underneath it. So it was like kind of hidden, like the lock. I'm trying to describe this with my hand, so
No,
none of you can see this.
I think I know
But
what
like
you mean.
the lock like sat here and then it slid to the right, and
the
underneath
lock was
it,
on
there
the
was,
left
like,
part
there
that
was
had
a
only
blood.
been exposed when the lock was moved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. You got it.
Wait, there was something else. After the train arrived at the station,
What's that?
according to the Peacekeepers' reports, they all burned to death.
Oh yeah, good old Swank.
But that part seems off to me.
The victims all burned to death, according
And
to
they also
Peacekeepers' report.
mentioned there was a knockout drug mixed into the drinks in the dining car.
There was a knockout drug mixed into the drinks in the dining car.
Makes sense because we lost consciousness after we drank some of it.
Yes, after you drank some coffee.
Yeah.
Or tea, I think.
that's everything of note.
Good, more keys.
Oh no.
What oh no?
Catch! This should be enough solution keys to solve it.
But I still don't know how to use them.
Master, you worry too much. I'm sure it'll turn out fine.
You'll figure it out as you go along.
Solution keys are important to solving mysteries.
A solution key
Yours
is
truly is important too.
A solution key is a manifestation of clues related to a case. You can acquire or update one by investigating the case and moving the story along.
Sure hope you got all that down.
Acquired solution keys can be viewed in the notebook menu. Try checking one out if a mystery labyrinth becomes too difficult to solve. There's bound to be some useful information.
Shinigami's Tutorial Corner.
Labyrinth skills are abilities that can help you clear mystery labyrinths. Acquire them by spending skill points, which you get when your detective rank increases.
Hey, Master, do you need a power-up?
Labyrinth skills can be checked and acquired in the abilities section of the notebook menu.
It seems like we should add to the notebook menu soon.
Yes.
Set whichever skills suit you best.
You can activate labyrinth skills by setting them, but it requires memory cost, so pay attention to how much you have left.
Time to head off in search of the truth. Let's solve this thing.
Hell yeah.
Will things really turn out fine?
Yeah, my guy, it's just chapter 0.
It's you got
It'll be
this.
fine.
There's so much game left ahead of you.
You got your cool shoes. Just strap them in.
Oh, there we go.
Vegas.
Look at us entering the mystery labyrinth. Once we're able to access the menu, we can go through
So,
theories and stuff.
This is the mystery labyrinth. It sure looks creepy. Hey, if we keep going, will we really get to the truth?
Presumably.
Come on, would I lie to you?
Probably.
I told
Almost
you
certainly.
the deepest part
You're
of the
a death god.
labyrinth holds the truth, right? So let's go. I'm so horny for mysteries right now.
Me.
You're... what?
I love Yuma so
Write
much.
this down.
Playable loop. There are places in the mystery labyrinth where the path just goes on and on. You can't move on until the scene plays out, so keep following the path until it does.
I don't even know what that means. But we're about to find out.
Okay, so go ahead and pause. Oh,
Like that?
did you press the plus button to pause?
Yeah.
Maybe you can't access the menu yet? Try pressing like other buttons. I don't remember if it's the pause button that accesses the menu. There we go. Okay. So the playable loop, by the way, what that's referring to,
Yeah.
it just means that when you're like in the hallway of the mystery labyrinth, like we just were.
Sorry, they're previewing detective points to DP.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means detective points. Don't worry.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. When you're in the hallway of the mystery labyrinth, it just means that like you just kind of keep running until any dialogue or whatever has completed, and then it'll automatically progress, basically.
I see. Okay.
But okay, first of all, let's go to abilities.
Come on, pay attention.
Okay, I'm not gonna read all this. You can check master status, get abilities,
You better not be skimming
check
over
the rank,
this.
DP,
Master,
effects of
do
skills.
you need a
Skills can be
power-up?
acquired by picking a skill
whichever
mass.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want. What does that even
Best.
mean?
I don't know. Skills or
Okay.
status first.
So status just shows you like the overall. So go to skills. So, what's a little
I
weird?
don't have any.
What's a little
Memory?
weird about this game is that the I'm not really sure that there's a point to the memory cap, because basically the way that it works is it costs a certain amount of skill points to acquire a skill, and then it costs go back to the other screen so you can see in the like required SP to acquire, and then it also costs a certain amount of memory to equip it, but I think that they're always the same.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm not really sure that the memory cap actually does anything additional,
Sure.
but basically, because they're also like you get +1 to each when you level up. What I will say is this game is pretty easy for the most part. So I would actually recommend not putting on too many skills, because the skills can really kind of take away a
less
lot
fun.
of challenge. Like there isn't much challenge in like the mystery labyrinths. You can definitely do like the ones that increase your stamina. That just like ups your health. That's fine to have as much as you want of that. And then I'll tell you, like, if you want, you can look at the skills, and I'll tell you if a given skill is like too OP or not. That one's fine if you want that. I would not do that. Stand by me.
All right. Oh, I have one more?
Yeah, you can get one more. I would not do that. That one's fine.
But I can't afford it.
Yeah, you can.
Does not take two?
No, where
Oh,
do you
no,
see
it takes
two?
one.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's the second level. I see.
Oh, you were reading Stand By Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
All right. That's all I can afford, though.
Yes.
I'm now out of skill points.
You are now out of skill points.
Great.
Okay, now with that, we can go ahead and dive into our solution keys and
You
theories.
definitely want to remember this.
So,
All right.
what are you thinking, Sid?
Now, I'm not going to purport... Oh, whoops. I'm not going to purport to have this all figured out because I don't.
I think that you have it all figured out.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
I think that although the train didn't stop, I think that when the blackout happened, that was when the blackout and shaking was when the backup control system kicked on.
Okay.
I'm thinking that at one point, I think the train cars switched order.
Okay.
I think at one point, I think the shaking was one of the train cars detaching.
Okay.
And I think that on the route map, I assume that blue dotted line close to Kanai Ward is the tunnel we went through. Is that true? Is that fair?
I believe so, yes.
And so what I think happened...
It's Kanai Ward.
Kanai Ward, no thank you. What I think happened is one of the train cars detached right before we went into the tunnel, and then took the swoopy loop and then reattached when we came out of the tunnel to either the front or the back.
Okay.
Like one either went from the back and then attached it, like raced and attached to the front, or one of the front ones slowed down and attached to the back. I think that there's something going on. So, okay. So, assuming everyone is dead. Either someone is not dead. The killer faked their death.
Okay.
Or the killer I am sold on the fact that we are not the killer. Right?
Right.
Because that seems like it would really make some problems for the rest of the game.
You never know about that. You could have a pro tag swap. Wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first time, but I think at that point this is a little too predictable. So I think that Coco Head is not the killer. I think one of the previous 5s is the killer. Seemingly all 5 of them are dead, which means that either that's incorrect and someone faked their death, or it means someone killed themselves.
Yeah, there was like a whole murder suey situation.
Right. And I'm leaning towards the second one.
The murder suey?
Although I don't really have a motive other than to like frame us.
Okay.
Or to just frame like one of the master detectives if someone was working against the master detectives. But I don't really know. I don't have enough backdrop really about like the world conflict in the master detectives and Kanai Ward. Kanai?
Yep.
Kanai.
Yep.
Kanai Ward to know why someone might do that. I don't think I'm supposed to know at this point. So
yeah, no, you don't really know the
motive
the
of the killer, right?
So yeah, you're saying basically that like it's possible that there's some like rival faction or something that would want to like discredit them, so they would want to frame a master detective potentially something like that.
Potentially.
Okay.
I think the coffee was drugged, which has basically been confirmed.
Yeah, I think that's yeah.
And that's why we passed out. I think that part of the reason why I think the train swapped is because of this.
Okay.
I think that the identifying plate with the like car number on it was specifically or conveniently destroyed, defaced, so that we couldn't see what car number it was.
Okay.
And I think that, I can't help but notice that with Poochie and Melanie, we recognize them by the corpses. But Zilch, we cannot. Zange, we cannot. And Aphex, we cannot. And of those people, that makes me think that perhaps there's like a swap situation, like a corpse swap situation, which seems compatible with the idea of the train car switching around, although I can't really figure out the specifics of that yet. But that, Zange's body, I imagine, is larger than the other two because he's like a full-grown man and the other two are like young men. So that makes me think that one of these two, because they're both charred and they've both been stabbed, so one of them, one of them maybe put the body there. Like maybe this is actually Aphex's body, or this is actually Zilch's body, and the other one's still running around doing things.
Got it. So you're saying that those two corpses
with the runaway car,
right? So you're saying that what is labeled Zilch's corpse
is
and what's
perhaps
labeled
actually
Aphex's corpse are actually the same thing.
Yes, that's what I think.
Okay.
That's what I think, and I think it was moved. And I think you could take off the because I specifically because if not for the necklace, it would be difficult to identify. So I think perhaps they one of these two. Like if this is in car 1, then this car 1 gets detached. Car 1 moves to the front. That person can then put this in car. We find this in car 5, car 4.
We found it in car 5, yeah.
So throw that in car 5 because now car 1 is at the front,
right.
And so that way they are able to travel back, whereas we're traveling forward in the train, so they wouldn't pass us, and they could do that before we get to car 5.
Okay.
While they're still running around doing things, and then again, either they fake their death, and this person, either Aphex or Zilch, is still around, or has since killed themselves,
Right.
like, another way.
Okay.
Those are my thoughts. Maybe all of that's wrong. I think some of it's probably... I think I'm probably recognizing bits and pieces of something that's right, but maybe not. And that is as crystallized as I can make my thoughts without talking them through with another person.
Yeah, no, okay, that I like it. Yeah, and obviously I'm not gonna bounce stuff back at you too much
And
necessarily.
you shouldn't.
Since I know,
And I haven't bounced this off of anyone, so
Right.
this is really just my own, like, the musings of a mad woman.
Yeah, so since I know what happened, I'll
Right.
keep quiet about
Keep
that.
it a blank slate.
But okay, cool. So we have some pieces of an operative theory,
Yeah.
and we can
I just need help connecting it.
right. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how the mystery labyrinth helps us piece this together. Zoop, zoop, zoop.
Oh!
Oh, it's changing. It's just a straight line.
There's nothing on the sides.
No. I will say that is one thing, as you'll kind of see as the game goes on, one thing that I hope that they kind of do more with in any future games that they potentially make is make it less than just like a straight line hallway.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is fun graphically, but that's like the only point of what we just did.
Right.
Hey, did something move just now?
What are you talking about, Coco Head?
Oh, that's a cue.
We got cues.
Ooh, is that a monster living in the mystery labyrinth?
They're not exactly monsters. Q are part of the mystery labyrinth itself. They're what materialize the mysteries. Q have no intelligence or autonomy. All they do is manifest the mysteries in the labyrinths.
They're like mystery
Since you are
bugs.
here to defeat mysteries, they're kinda like obstacles.
Oh, good.
So in other words, they're the enemy.
Of course, as a detective seeking the truth, mysteries are your greatest enemy.
Run, 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 Yuma. Can you make it?
Endless loop.
Endless loop. But yeah, so this is what it means by playable loop is
Yeah.
basically that like there will be
It's
like
just a tool for
as you're
dialogue.
running, it'll just completely endlessly loop until you finish whatever dialogue there is.
What is that?
That's a cue. Bunch of cues.
Ah, dang.
Oh no.
This guy.
It's this guy, except he looks like a
Vegas version.
Vegas version. It's Vegas swank.
Vegas swing.
There are monsters here.
That's a mystery phantom.
A mystery phantom? What's that?
I told you that cues make mysteries materialize, right? Well, if there's someone in the real world trying to interfere with the case, that person also materializes. That's a mystery phantom.
Interfering with the case?
Hey, doesn't he kind of look like Swank of the Peacekeepers?
How'd you figure that one out, Yuma? Is it because his teeth say money?
Peacekeepers are tied up
That's
in
how I
this.
figured it out.
Then maybe this incident has something to do with Amaterasu Corporation.
Interesting. What could that mean?
You're the culprit.
Do-
Seems like the Amaterasu Corporation is like the antithesis of the mystery.
Do you
detective.
do you remember like what the deal is with the Amaterasu Corporation?
I just remember it being like capitalism incarnate.
Yeah, and they like run Kanai Ward.
Yeah.
It's like a corporate town kind of thing, basically.
Gross.
Huh?
Swing's challenging us to a Yu-Gi-Oh duel. I hope you brought your cards with you.
Oh, I stay strapped.
Hey, nice.
Don't you worry about it.
Since all the other passengers on the train are dead, you're the only one who could have done the crime.
Classic move. We have to defend ourselves.
So you're the culprit.
That's-
That's the truth behind this case.
So classic.
Master, he's trying to frame you to bury the case. If you can't get past this, you can't reach the truth.
Well, we have to reach the truth.
We gotta.
Dude, should I just run away?
Probably.
A detective doesn't run from a mystery. You gotta defeat him.
Defeat him? How?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
No.
Yes.
Yes. What do you mean yes?
Huh?
Just say, I am.
I am.
I am!
Oh, are you ready? I don't think you're emotionally prepared for what's about to happen. I don't think you're emotionally prepared for what's about to happen now. How we doing, Sid? Sid's face right now. Sid is in so much shock right now.
I volunteer as tribute?
I call it the solution.
How we?
It's a sword with special powers to affect things inside the mystery labyrinth.
How are we feeling about what just went down?
It's a little weird that he's like 7, right? Are we talking about it?
Okay, here's the thing. Yuma's age is never discussed. But for reasons that will become apparent later in the game, I have to believe that he is simultaneously 14 and also 65.
Well, that averages out.
And that's
to
all that I have to say
above
on the
the age
matter.
of consent. So I'm fine with that.
Use that to boom kill the mystery phantom.
Boom kill.
Boom kill.
This.
There's no such thing as
down.
normal killing, only
How do
boom
I use
killing.
this?
Well, you use it to boom kill. What do you mean?
I'm
You
sure you'll
take
figure
it
out
and you
eventually.
slash it.
Anyway,
Or you
what
just poke
take
it.
Here is nothing to snip at. It's not like an injury in the real world, but still. The more and more your mind realizes you've been hurt here, oh boy.
So if you die in the mystery labyrinth, you die in real life. If you die in Vegas, you die in real life.
True.
Wow.
You'll wind up brain dead. It'll be game over, time to start from the beginning again.
Oh,
That's
no.
tough.
No one wants that. So you'd better be super careful.
Our viewers don't want that, Sid.
True. I'll do my best. I have part of a theory.
Come on, pay attention.
Traps and obstacles lie in wait, make a mistake while facing them, and my stamina will decrease. All right.
Game over if your stamina runs out.
That'll never happen.
Are you sure?
No.
Here we go. He's getting the audience on his side.
Reasoning
Reasoning
death
death match. Hell yeah.
I'll tell you.
I have to dodge.
During the reasoning death match, a mystery phantom will attack Master while making statements about the case.
Dodge, dodge, duck, dodge.
Getting hit by a statement means taking damage, so move up, down, left, right to avoid it. Track it carefully and dodge.
Come on, pay attention.
If you dodge a statement at the very last second, it becomes a daring dodge. The more daring dodges you make, the bigger the bonus you'll get later, so give it a shot if you got the guts.
Don't you forget.
The bonus for successful daring dodges is based on the max amount you can dodge in one cycle. Basically, there's a cap on how much you can get.
Don't let any shady statement slip by.
Inflammable statements give you a chance to counterattack. Statements might contain a contradiction. Slash through it with a solution blade and fight back against the phantoms.
Master doesn't make mistakes, right?
To
right?
To expose a contradiction, you gotta pick the right solution key. The key is already set in the solution blade this time, so find the contradictory inflammable statement and slash it.
Slash those suspicious statements.
If you slash a statement containing a contradiction with the right solution key, you'll destroy it and damage the mystery phantoms.
Oh.
Picking the wrong solution key or missing the timing means taking damage. Just some friendly advice from yours truly.
All right. We're going to have to feel it out.
Yeah, so it's basically just like you want to dodge statements. You want to dodge most statements.
I didn't do that.
No, you can just move to like the side
Oh.
for those. Yeah.
You murdered 5 bastard detectives! That's the only explanation!
The statements don't like track you or anything. But remember, if you get it the last second, you get like a bonus.
Do you have to pick my solution key?
So because it's the beginning, you only have one here.
Oh.
So the only one you have here is the coffee and dining card.
You're the only one who could have done the crime!
slash through this mystery.
Slash through it. So yeah, it's just like shooting a statement in like a class trial.
Sure.
No, there's no way I could have done it. I wasn't conscious the whole time because I drank the drugged coffee in the dining car.
Couldn't have been me.
It's no use. Your deduction is wrong.
Is it? How's that?
Master, it's time for the solution key.
Looks like there are more solution keys. Yeah. You can go on.
All right.
Number of keys will change. Use the correct key. Attacking with the wrong solution key will damage you.
Okay.
You were out the whole time.
So now we have testimonies of 2 detectives or thoughtography image.
Ridiculous.
Going with the
You're
thoughtography
the
image?
culprit.
Yeah, because the thoughtography image is of me drinking the coffee.
It was
Ah.
And so if I dodge late, I get more points.
If you dodge like right at the last second, you get...
Is that easy to do?
Yeah, so like, wait, and... Oh yeah, no,
Too
you jumped
late?
too early.
You went around killing them.
Like, wait, now. Yeah, like
Oh,
that.
cool.
Yeah, so you can see it does like that.
Took the laced coffee and only pretended to drink it.
No, that's wrong. One quick piece of advice that I'll give you
Yes.
is when you see the red statement that you want to slash,
Right?
Zange's thoughtography footage showed me drinking the coffee.
you don't need to wait until it's like close to you to slash it. So I'd recommend slashing it on the early, because a lot of times, like when I played this, I would sometimes wait for it to get close to me, and then he kind of his like slashing animation takes a second.
I see.
So sometimes the statement will like hit you before he finishes slashing it.
I see.
That proves I wasn't faking anything.
Haha, gotcha.
And if I don't get it the first time, it just repeats all the statements.
It'll just loop, yeah.
And that's fine?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, same as like with a class trial.
Did I defeat it?
Seems like it.
See? No matter how weak you are, things will turn out fine, as long as I'm here.
Shinigami is here
Tried
to
frame
make
me
you
as the
stronger.
culprit.
Well done.
Guess that's what Amaterasu Corp is doing. They want to set you up and call it a day.
True.
That's why the peacekeepers barged in as soon as the train hit the station. They probably planned this.
Yep.
So they knew what was going to happen. Then the culprit works for Amaterasu?
Maybe.
Or someone hired by them. Either way,
What?
the
Wait.
peacekeepers want to hide who did it.
But wait. The culprit works for Amaterasu or someone hired by them.
Yeah, like a go-between. Like Amaterasu hires a person to do something, and that person
Oh.
has a team working.
I thought
for
it was saying, I see what you're saying. The culprit worked for Amaterasu or the culprit worked for someone hired by them.
Yeah.
I thought it was saying the culprit works for Amaterasu or the
Or
culprit is
they're
someone
hired
hired
by
by them.
Amaterasu,
And I was like,
which
isn't
is
that the definition
synonymous.
of working for someone that you were
So
hired
the
by
reason
them?
Control Headquarters didn't respond to the emergency calls was because of Amaterasu.
Probably. Now that we know what they're aiming for, we're one step closer to the truth. Let's keep this up and unriddle this mystery labyrinth so we can get to the truth.
Can't wait to
Hell
finish
yeah.
this game so I can see all of the incredible cosplays of Shinigami.
There have been none. No one's ever cosplayed as Shinigami.
It simply cannot be.
I don't know why someone would do such a thing.
You're awfully casual about this. My life is at stake here.
Okay, so it seems
I
like
understand now that the mystery labyrinth is the case's mysteries given shape.
it seems like based off of that last reasoning death match that we can probably rule out Yuma being the culprit.
Yes.
Because I know that that's really the path that you were on before.
I know. That's what I thought had to be.
But what do you do here, Shinigami?
Simply put, I'm the one and only cutie that can directly interact with the mystery labyrinth.
Is there any reason for me to run?
You don't need to.
Progress you've made in the mystery
Just like
labyrinth.
give
and
something to
solving
do
those
while the
mysteries
dialogue's
here,
happening.
It's all thanks to me.
How are you able to do this?
I don't know what to tell you. I've always been able to do this, so I forgot how. More importantly, you got drugged and knocked out. You are so pitiful, Master.
Well,
No wonder you're waddling around like a toddler.
Oh, what do you mean?
oh,
Just looks at the camera.
oh.
I thought I was
toddler.
dizzy because I've got this weird ghost thing haunting me.
Fair. Look at little Kibo 2.0.
Yeah.
Huh? Making a pact with me won't make you dizzy.
You sure?
It just reduces your lifespan by a lot.
Oh,
Well,
You're kidding, right?
I don't think she's kidding you, Ma.
Right?
That's tough.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Who do you think is the culprit, Master? Do you have any guesses?
If the drinks were drugs in the dining car, the culprit must have been on the train before anyone else.
Okay.
Oh, so then all you have to do is ask around and figure out what order everyone got on board.
What are you talking about,
Wait, we
Shinigami?
can't.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't, because they're all dead!
true.
Good one.
You
Got
aren't
him.
taking this very seriously, are you?
Okay, there's a button that I think you can press that'll make you run once all the dialogue's finished. I don't know which button it is, but if you, not that one. If you mess around with the buttons, there might be one that like zooms. Oh yeah, it's that one. Hold down R. There you go. But just make sure you don't press that until the dialogue's finished, or else it'll
Right.
skip the dialogue.
This place. Whoa. The path is forked in two. Which way should I go?
Which way would you go?
Right.
Why? Because there are
This
teeth?
fork in the path is also a materialized mystery, so you should
looks
know
more
which
stable.
way to go if you solve it.
That's honestly fair. I feel you.
First, let's clarify what mystery this is exactly.
Huh? How do you do that?
Like this.
Huh?
Oh! Well,
Yuma, poor Yuma.
Quit overreacting, Master. This is a mystery labyrinth. It's fine.
Poor Coco Head.
Let's
True.
take a look. I use the blood of the Truth Seeker
Oh.
as a conduit to expose the mystery blocking the path.
is the culprit one of the 6 on the train?
Is that a
Oh, well, now I'll
question?
go through the different one.
That's the mystery standing in your way.
Yeah, it has
you
to
just
be.
need to pick the right path and head on
Has to
through.
be.
6 on the train. It must mean the 6 master detectives.
Yeah, thank you, Yuma.
including me, right?
Look at you.
Brilliant.
Look at that
If I
logical
don't think
reasoning
the culprit
skills.
is among the 6 on the train, then I should take the right path, which says no. But if I think the culprit is one of the 6 on board, I need to take the left path that says yes. Which is it?
There's only one truth.
Pick the correct answer. Wait, you can talk to Shinigami first. Do you like speech bubbles?
She's so obsessed with me.
That's true.
Then,
Was the culprit among the 6 people or not?
Master,
Pick the door you think is right. Time to see if your deductions are up to snuff, Master.
All right.
so you think the culprit is one of the 6 on the train, right?
Yup. I sure do.
Are you certain, though?
Yeah. Who else would it be?
Right here!
Greg.
Greg?
Greg.
Greg is a good guy.
Greg's a good guy? You sure?
Greg would never
let's
do
go.
this.
That's fair. That's why it was Dave.
Oh, Dave would.
Dave's kind of fucked up.
Dave straight up would.
Can I go through now?
Oh, you got it right? Not bad at all, Master.
What happens if I get it wrong?
You probably die or something. I don't know. Oh, guess who it is? Swank
Whoa,
back.
we're back.
Swank time.
Something happened. Why? Did I make the wrong choice?
My favorite part of the game was
Trying to
when
bury the truth again. Go get him, Master.
Swank said it's swank time, and then he swanked all over them.
Ah, get swanked.
Get swanked. Here's the thing, if you had just given Swank like $5, he probably would have left you alone.
Not a reasoning death match.
Pew pew pew. Testimonies of 2 detectives or
Your
map.
deduction is wrong.
I I'm gonna guess it's gonna be this, but we'll see.
We shall see.
Other than the 6 on the train, you must have had an accomplice.
This is the truth.
No, that's wrong.
Two master detectives used their abilities to prove that only 6 people were on the train.
Idiot.
If it was only one person, they could have been lying or an imposter. But 2 of them means there can be no mistake.
True.
Wrong! Your reasoning is completely off.
Oh!
Maybe it's not true. I think Swank is probably going to hit us with a really solid counterpoint here.
What the?
Peacekeeper death report or operation log.
What does that testimony even do? Your accomplice just wasn't there when those 2 checked.
Ah, yes.
Came aboard after that.
They came on the train after it
So
left
what if the windows
theory.
don't open? While everyone was doubt, you secretly stopped the train and let your partner board.
Slash through this mystery.
Slice through this mystery.
It's just that's such like a classic Danganronpa
The
style.
operation log showed that the
Objection.
train never stopped. And the doors won't open unless the train stops. So it's impossible for someone to have gotten on during the trip.
Really messing Swank up here. Oh, he's gone again.
Wow.
That's it. He fled. He gave up.
He only really has 2 arguments at a time, huh?
Yeah. He's not the most intelligent,
No.
they would say.
Looks like you're getting the hang of this, Master. You've learned to ruthlessly cut down any who stand in your way.
True.
You make it sound like I'm the bad guy here. Hey, I was wondering, if the Mystery Labyrinth is trying to block people from seeking the truth, wouldn't it reject my answers, even if they're right?
Good question.
Probably.
Or maybe the questions themselves could be lies.
No chance. A mystery labyrinth has no self-will. It can't lie or create things not based on the real-world mystery. This place is a direct manifestation of a mystery. You can always progress as long as you keep solving it.
Wow,
In
the
that
more that they
sense,
say.
the labyrinth is fair. It won't cheat you.
Oh, well, that's not like Vegas at all. I was about to say, the more that they say, the more like Vegas this becomes, but then she threw that one out there.
Yeah, that's anti-Vegas. But it is what Vegas wants you to think.
That's true.
So, from that perspective.
So is Shinigami really just a
That's a relief.
casino spokesperson?
Yeah. She's the house. She's like owner of the house.
Yeah, okay. It all makes sense
We're back.
now. I get it.
By the way, about the culprit being one of the 6 of you, how could the culprit commit the crime when all the other passengers besides you were dead?
It's a good question, Shinny. Look at that door. Whee! Book it. Book it to the door. You're watching Shinigami television.
Is she gonna slice my neck again?
Another fork in the road.
I don't know why you would
This
think that
is
she
how
would
we
do such a
reach the
thing.
Truth. It reflects how problems are really solved, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know if I've ever actually solved a mystery on my own. I don't remember it all.
Yeah, he doesn't have any memory, remember?
You just need to
He
solve
is
the mystery
amnesia.
in front of us.
Which is...
Swoop!
Next slice! Everyone was dead, so how did the culprit pull it off?
Say,
This time, yours truly is gonna help think it through. You just leave all the heavy lifting to your lovely Mystery Labyrinth guide.
Yeah.
Really? That'd be a big help.
come on.
I'm still thinking here. Don't choose yet.
Huh?
Oh. I guess I'll think about the opposite door.
Commit suicide after the crime.
I got it.
Oh, and we're back.
Master, leave this to me. This has to be the right answer.
right.
So which way are you leaning at this point?
I'm leaning suicide.
You're leaning suicide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we inspected all of the corpses.
We did. And she's taking us through the play dead door. Oh yeah, look at that leash.
The culprit just played dead. Because if they did commit suicide after the crime, they'd be dead right now.
Right.
True.
And that's no fun at all.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
well.
that's not really a reason.
That's your reasoning? Wait, what's this chain?
He's just walking along.
I told you we share mind and body. The chain is
Oh.
proof of that. Our relationship can never be broken apart.
Or it's just her weird, sexy kink.
It does look like that.
That's terrible.
Please, you should consider yourself lucky you're being haunted by a cutie like me.
It's really funny that in this situation, he's the one with the chain around his neck, but she calls him master.
It's
It's not usually how that works.
Oh,
What was that?
I'm so tired. I pulled you up here, so you can walk the rest of the way yourself.
Oh, okay, Shinigami.
I didn't ask you to do that.
She's throwing a fit. She's done with it. She's had enough walking and pulling.
do I need to? I can't run.
So
with-
you think this path will
No.
lead toward
I-
the truth, right?
No idea. This is a labyrinth. It's pretty common to encounter dead ends.
Oh. I think you skipped some dialogue
I
there.
did.
You see? What did
I think you
tell
just said,
you?
"Whoa!"
Dead end.
I'll accept that.
Don't sound so proud of yourself. You chose this path, Shinigami.
If it's a dead end, maybe the culprit wasn't just playing dead.
So this is the game being like, here's how we show you what it looks like when you're wrong.
When you make a mistake, as a rule of thumb for the fast forward thing,
Yeah.
it's probably better to only do it in the places where you're just like running in the infinite loop and it's like constantly like, like
Sure.
shifting and stuff.
Sure.
I searched all 5 bodies, and they were, without a doubt, dead.
That's what I told her.
That's what you told her, and she didn't listen.
So the answer isn't played dead.
Ugh.
Let's turn back.
Why do you never listen?
You changed your mind already?
Exploring all possibilities is an important part of beating a mystery labyrinth.
Shinigami is a fickle mistress.
What's she doing with her ass?
I don't
What
think
is this?
I don't think she's doing anything with her ass, because look at her legs. They stay stationary.
Well, but
I think it's just her shoulders.
oh, maybe. Okay.
I'm so awesome.
Love the self-confidence. Yuma's done. Yuma's already done with
This is
this.
a lot.
By the way, I did say I can guide you through the mystery labyrinth. But I'm not that good at solving mysteries.
You could have said that a little earlier.
True.
I just want to help. I like when you rely on me, Master.
Anyway, what's going on in the real world while we're in the mystery labyrinth?
Time has stopped on the other side. We're sort of set apart from the normal flow of time while we're here. In other words, you're still surrounded by peacekeepers.
Yikes.
So if we return without solving the mystery, we'll just be captured.
For sure.
As a result, this murder case will remain unsolved and linger in people's memories as a serious crime. Naturally, this mystery labyrinth will also survive. And that creates an even bigger problem.
Which is?
Leaving a case unsolved means that it will go down in history that way. The more bizarre a mystery is, the more it attracts people's interest. And the more people rack their brains about that mystery, the bigger the mystery labyrinth gets. Eventually, the mystery labyrinth would gain enough power to start affecting the real world. It would implant insidious ideas into people's minds, creating more murderers and, in turn, new mystery labyrinths.
That's not ideal.
Not good.
Labyrinths can create endless cycles. That's why it's best to cut it off as soon as possible.
This is very Persona 5-esque.
It sounds way more daunting than I thought.
We're back. We've made it.
We did it.
We're finally back. The other route is commit suicide after the crime. There's no other option, so it has to be the right answer.
True.
What's wrong, Yuma? Wait, you can talk to her.
Is she
But you
just
need
gonna
to
say,
talk
go
to
towards
her.
that door?
You should already know the answer now. Get to it.
Thank
See?
God.
What would you have done if you missed out
Thank God.
on that
We would have
critical
had to
dialogue?
restart the whole thing.
I think so. I think we would have had to restart the entire game. All right, murder Suey.
Careful.
It's always a murder, Suey.
Is it always?
Yes.
Like every murder?
Mm-hmm.
But what about the ones where the culprit survives?
Then
To commit
later they'll
suicide
sue you.
after the crime would mean after killing the other 4, the culprit killed themselves, right?
Yup.
Is that really the right answer?
Yup.
The Mystery Labyrinth's routes represent logical deduction. If there's only one route, it's the only possibility. I think the only option left is the culprit off themselves. We just need to find that suicidal pest.
Good logic. We making it. Look at that door. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Oh, God.
What's going on here?
Minecart.
I tried to R-lock.
Oh, and it wasn't letting
I
you?
couldn't.
Oh,
The
interesting.
mystery materializing. You just need to solve it.
Oh, don't kick me. Oh.
She kicked you.
Concentrate.
She did a kick. Decision time.
Come on, concentrate, concentrate.
Who was the last person to die during this incident?
The last person?
Yes.
It would have to be the culprit.
That makes sense, considering that Yuma and Shinigami are not in fact
The
dead.
culprit committed suicide after the crime. Then the last person that died should be the culprit.
Good logical reasoning.
Because they wouldn't be able to kill someone else if they off themselves already.
Right.
Nice work.
Yep, that makes sense.
Come on, let's try again.
Who set fire to the dead culprit?
Me? I don't understand the question.
I don't think that was
wasn't
the right
me.
answer. Ow.
Oh, that was only a baby owl.
Yeah.
Who set fire to the dead culprit?
Yes.
Oh. Also dead.
Also the culprit. Yes.
Okay, I get it.
Of course. The person
I'm-
who started the fires must be the culprit.
I was thinking, but when I read that the first time, it looked to me like it was suggesting 2 culprits, which I don't think exists.
Oh, gotcha.
They burned to death, so the culprit who died last
Totally burned
burned
themselves.
themselves.
Right.
Correct.
Come on, let's try again.
Who was the last person to be burned to death?
The culprit.
One who burned the other 4, then set themselves on fire.
We saw him
His
first.
We
zilch.
saw him before he burned.
Bingo! You did it, Master! But you know, setting aside the idea that the culprit was the last to die, why would it be Detective Four Eyes? Didn't we discover his body first?
According to the Peacekeepers, the victims all burned to death, right? But when we first found Zilch in Car 1, he wasn't burnt yet.
Right.
Exactly.
If that's the case, that means he must have burned to death after that.
Right.
Although, everyone else we found after him had already died from burns.
Right.
Alright. So if they all burned to death, then the last one who died could be Detective Four Eyes.
Detective Four Eyes.
I think the culprit killed everyone in the opposite order of how we found their corpses. Starting from Car 5, he killed them in order one by one, then set himself on fire in Car 1.
So Detective Four Eyes is without a doubt the culprit, but he committed suicide.
It's your husband.
Ugh, so upsetting.
The door!
Where are we going?
It worked?
Sure did.
See, I told you it would be fine. I'm such a terrific guide.
Well done, Shinigami. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goal! You did it!
Is that the end of it?
Yeah, you're done.
I guess that's everything.
Well,
Seems easier than I thought.
No, that's it. Nothing more.
What's wrong, Master?
I'm wondering if that's really all that happened. Something about this seems
is it
off.
my many unused solution
Keys?
keys?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes?
You've used every single
Think so?
one.
Well,
Ah! What's going on?
She cut your neck.
The conclusion? Is this the truth behind the case?
Zilch killed the other 4, then set fire to himself.
There's only one door. No other options. Maybe this really is the end. Kind of a simple conclusion despite 5 people dying.
I mean, remember, this is
Well,
chapter
I
0.
hope this was a helpful tutorial for you, Master.
See, it's just a tutorial.
Wait. Mystery labyrinths contain all the mysteries of the real-world case, including things like misdirection, right? Which means this could be an attempt by the culprit to mislead us.
uh-oh.
So, you don't think this is the truth? What makes you say that?
I'm not sure, but I have a feeling the case isn't closed yet.
We love an
If
instinct.
so, then this door could be a
We
fake.
love an instinct.
How can we tell?
If you think it's fake, why not try breaking it? It'll be bad news if you're wrong, though. And I won't tell you exactly what will happen. I don't want to affect your judgment.
You've already affected my judgment. I guess the only way to find out is to destroy it. How do I do that?
What do you think? What are you? Which way are you going?